snow is falling down and it is cold outside. We gather around the fireplace and
friends, and welcome to Bucket List Homestead and day 17 of Vlogmas. And it's a busy day. Lily has a vet appointment in about 45 minutes, so we're gonna get out of here fairly soon. It's about not quite a 20-minute drive for us to the vet. Grace has an orthodontist appointment this afternoon. We're hoping for good news. We're hoping for good news like Aiden got. Maybe she won't need them for very much longer. And today is our last Giving Tuesday of the month. So for the last couple of Tuesdays, I've made every Tuesday Giving Tuesday, where we have a tradition in our family, David, myself, and the kids, where we try to pick one or two, depending on the budget, organizations that we try to donate to. One week, David and I drove for Meals on Wheels. That was a lot of fun. I think we'll be doing that again in the new year. We also donated to the seniors in our nursing homes here who might not have anything to open for Christmas, and I can put that video somewhere here where we dropped off our donation for that. And as I said, today's donation is the last one, and it's in the same city as Gracie's orthodontist appointment, so this works out great. You're probably gonna guess fairly quick who we're donating to today. Did you guess? We are donating to our animal shelter today. We are taking them 2 cases of dog food, 4 little cases of cat food, a big bag of some treats for the dogs and the kitties. So this will be our last donation for Giving Tuesday. We all love animals in this house, all of us. And quite frankly, David will probably be dropping this off because if I go in and see those animals, it's not good. And by not good, I mean, it's hard for me not to walk out of there with one. It breaks my heart. So they're gonna get our last donation for December as a family. And I'm so glad we were able to do so many. I wish we could do more. I do, but you know, there's only so many funds and so much time. But you know, we feel like we did a little bit of our small part this December. So yeah, we are happy to be dropping that off. Okay, I have got to go brush my teeth. I just got out of the shower, hence the wet head. Get Lily's sweater on, and we have to hit the road and take her to the vet. And I'm a little nervous about this appointment for a couple of reasons. We found a tick on Lily a little over a month ago on her ear, and it had been there for about a day because I'd seen it the night before, and I thought she had I looked at it and I thought it was a weird skin tag, and because she had banged her ear really hard against the island out here in our kitchen chasing the ball, and I thought she'd gotten a little bit of damage from that. And the next morning, I had David look at it when he was home, and he said, "Are you sure that's a skin tag?" And I'm like, well, now that you're saying it that way, no. He looked, and it was a stinking tick. And so it had been on her for a little less than 24 hours. We managed to remove it, head and all, so no problem. But our ticks here carry Lyme disease, and we have ticks so bad in this area. We are like the tick capital of Ontario, according to our vet. So we have to wait. We had to wait. We took her to the vet a couple days later, and we have to wait and see. We had to wait to see, to get blood work done to see if, unfortunately, she was transmitted Lyme disease. So today is the day. They're going to take her blood, and hopefully we'll find out by the end of the week if she has Lyme disease. I'm also nervous because at the last visit, the vet, I don't want to say she talked me into, but she really laid out some really good points about putting her on the tick preventative medicine. Puggy supposedly has tested positive for Lyme. We have not seen any symptoms of it. I shouldn't say that. We do see some symptoms occasionally of it, but for the most part, he is fine. We did give him the tick prevention, but he had such a reverse reaction to it that I stopped it, and we didn't give it to him anymore. And of course, he got Lyme disease. So I feel a little guilty about that. And she laid it all out for me and all the things and stuff and said, well, so I gave it to her. Lily has not been doing so great since we gave it to her. She's had hair loss. She's had lethargic moments. Her appetite, I will admit, her appetite's not always great, but it's been worse. So I'm really nervous. We called the vet. The vet said that she thinks she's allergic to the protein that they use to make that particular medication. And there is another one that she'll be giving her today that we can try. I'm nervous about giving it to her. I really, really am. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to talk to the vet some more. I'm just nervous about it, but I also don't want my dog to get Lyme disease. you know? And I also don't want the ticks to jump off of her if we don't see them in time and land on one of us and give us Lyme disease, which is one of the points the vet made, which was a legitimate point. That was really good. So yeah, I'm really torn. I'm really torn. And David's kind of left it up to me about what we do. So I'm not sure. You have to let me know down in the comments if you've got your dogs on tick prevention. And if not, if you do something else, I'd love to know. I've been trying to research a natural way of the tick prevention, and I'm not finding a whole lot of great information. So, okay, gotta go brush my teeth, and we gotta get Lily's sweater on and hit the road. Oh, isn't she pretty in her sweater? She's so pretty in her Christmas sweater. So pretty. You ready to go see Dr. Hunter? We like Dr. Hunter, don't we? Yes, we do. And you don't like anyone. All right, one more cookie before we hit the road. She is loving these homemade cookies. Her and Pug both are. See, pretty girl. Is she a pretty girl? Oh, she's such a good girl. We're gonna go find out you got Lyme. Hopefully not, right? Yeah, she's a good girl. Oh, she's a good girl. And he's a good boy. He got some cookies too. Yes, him did, but he's not going. He hates the car. Him hates the car. Yes, him don't have to go. All right, we gotta get going.
Be sure to hit that thumbs up. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss any videos.
From Lily's appointment. It actually went really well. Turns out the hair loss and the funky things happening with her hair had nothing to do with the tick prevention. She's got a bacteria infection. So we got some special shampoo that we're gonna bathe her with tomorrow. And we'll find out actually today if her heartworm and Lyme disease tests are negative. So that's really good. So hopefully we'll be finding out just in a couple hours. So, before we go to the city for Gracie's orthodontist appointment and to drop off our donation, we are actually, I'm away from it because it's a little noisy, we are actually gonna do our next batch of stuff in the freeze dryer, and I'm gonna actually do beef broth. I got organic beef broth for a really good price the other day at Almost Perfect, the grocery outlet, kind of like Amish salvage stores. And I haven't had chance, I don't have actually any beef bones to make beef broth, and we don't have any. We need some desperately. So we are gonna freeze dry some beef broth. One, it expires next month. Not that that bothers me a whole lot. That's the best before date, you know, so whatever. But yeah, might as well freeze dry it because it's one of the things I was most looking forward to freeze drying. And this is perfect, you know, when you see something like for a good price, I can freeze dry it. So I've just got it starting, and I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the trays in and fill them in there because I'm not gonna try and carry those trays with liquid. And I just wanted to say, this is our third run with the freeze dryer. There'll be a video coming out tomorrow or the next day where we're gonna be taste testing some things that we actually freeze dried yesterday. And it didn't go smooth. We had quite a few hiccups, and I'll talk about more of that tomorrow. But because I am doing the freeze dryer day, I wanna tell you just in a short time, a couple little tricks and tips that we have figured out that might be worth mentioning. So one of the things was we kept getting an error that we weren't getting a good seal. So this is what we have figured out. It works for us. We wet the front of the seal with a clean, damp rag, or cloth rather, and close the door. And it's easier to see like this black line. You probably are never going to be able to see this on film. I will do my best to see if you can see this. There's like this little black line that shows up, and then where it's not sealing, there'll be no black line. So we just pull the black gasket out a little ways, and then try it again, and then we get the seal. That is really important because we kept getting that. It would go through everything, it would run for a good 20 minutes, and then we would find out it wasn't getting a seal, and we'd have to start all over again. Kind of a pain. So, just thought we'd mention that. I have roughly 12 minutes or so. It's doing its vacuum chamber thing right now. Cooling the vacuum chamber. See that? That takes about 15 minutes. I have my trays up here, and I'm only gonna open one thing at a time because I have no idea how much these trays. I have 3. We'll see if I can get 5 trays.
don't mind the messy room. This is my office area that we are currently renovating. But I just wanted to pop on real quick. I ended the video, but I realized I didn't let you all know while we were waiting for Gracie's orthodontist appointment, Lily's test results came back. She is Lyme and heartworm negative. Thank God. So that tick did not have a chance to transmit any Lyme disease. So yay. I just wanted to let you all know so you weren't waiting and wondering.